then as I slowly bring the rest of the audio up, we are welcome back to the art stream. How you guys doing? I hope everyone had a good couple of weeks. It was a fun weekend at Gen Con, I'll say that. Oh, I should say also, again, welcome to this yet to be titled art stream. I still don't know what I'm going to call it. Maybe I'll call it Steve, but I don't know. We're still workshopping that. And we're going to go back to working on our video gaming starting soon screen, which I probably had up earlier. I can't remember if I had the art or the video game stream up now all of a sudden. Oh well, we're starting anyway. We're going to be listening to Magic Sword. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Hal. But yes, just to let you know, today's artist is going to be Magic Sword. Surprisingly enough, they were at Gen Con, and I'm glad I was able to get into the concert, because at Gen Con, I don't know if anyone has ever been there, but it is a ticketed convention. And what I mean by that is, let's decide on some colors for PlayStation is pretty close to the Nintendo gray, so we're going to use that. But what I mean by a ticketed convention is that while they do have all these panels and everything like you would expect from other conventions, you need to get tickets. You need to basically reserve a spot to get into the event, be it the concert or just almost any other panel, really. We could probably just make this all gray because that memory card is actually clear plastic, but we'll just make it gray because that's what the base color memory cards were. But again, the convention was still fun. It was still fun. But yeah, unfortunately, Gen Con, I'm going to say disorganized, but I say that with a caveat. They're disorganized as far as like tracking down their events. The guidebook only had a certain number of events in it. They're expecting you to do everything through the mobile app, and we're clicking our Genesis right now. Which I guess normally wouldn't be that much of an issue, but not everyone probably was necessarily considering that. So that was kind of I want to say a bit of a butt move on their part. I'll use that one. All right, let's go ahead and grab that one real quick. And I want to recolor this. Yeah, a little bit darker because I want the Saturn to be a little bit of a lighter gray next to the Genesis. But again, I was able to go to the concert. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun listening to those guys. Again, after seeing them touring with Twerp, really fun band to listen to. So, I hope you guys enjoy tonight's musical selection during the stream. As for Gen Con proper, let's go ahead and grab the Super Nintendo color, I think. I'll make that the Dreamcast. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Again, as far as Gen Con itself goes, had a good weekend. A little tiring, just didn't get the greatest amount of sleep being on the air mattress, but I made it through. I made it to the weekend, so hopefully I'll get a chance to sleep in and maybe take a couple of naps tomorrow and Sunday. That sounds like a good plan. But no, worked my buddy's booth. They actually the two companies, Pointy Hat Games, who my friend Pat owns and runs and is the booth leader of. It's his booth, and we share it with Iron Crown Games. They both had a really good weekend as far as selling their stuff goes. For those of you interested, Iron Crown Games, they are the makers and suppliers of Rollmaster, the role-play system, and they also did Harp, I believe, as well. It's a D100 system, and they just came out with their 3rd edition of the Rollmaster system. I think that came out in the last 6 months, and that did pretty good. That did pretty good as far as sales goes. Matter of fact, they sold out of all their hardcover books for the core rules. They sold out all of their hardcovers for their spell rules, all their spells, things like that. Heck, I even think they sold out of the soft cover of both the core rule book and core spell book. So that's really great to hear about for those guys. Let's see, that might do it for these councils for now. It's obviously we gotta get the Vive still, or index, I mean. Hello, Quinn. Hello, Quinn. Oh, we're just gonna go ahead. Let's grab this gray for the Valve index. We're just going to kind of just cheat that right there. As far as Pointy Hat Games go, we saw quite a bit of Pat's game, Elemental Conflux. It's a little 2-player card game. It's kind of like War, if you want to know what it's like. So you're kind of building up hands for a 5-round conflict, and best 3 out of 5 wins that round, and each round you're battling over a node. A fairly simple game, pretty simple game, and those nodes will aid you in the next coming battles. Does it take elements into consideration? Yes, some like fire elementals do better against earth. Some earth do better against, I think, lightning. Lightning does better against water. Water does better against fire in some cases. It's a fun little game. The 360 is its own unique color, so we're gonna grab a gray and start looking around in there real quick here. But I don't think so. It might just be total coincidence at that point. But as we were just kind of talking over the weekend, also as you can see, my little figures fixed here in the corner. Firefox update, apparently it fixed whatever issue it was having with the Reaction 8 website. So that's fun. That's fun to know. But anyway, me and the other booth guys work with Greg, who did some fun cosplays throughout the weekend. He was oh, I love this song. This song is fantastic. The Way Home. This is one of the top 3 songs I love from Magic Sword. But anyway, he dressed up as Jesse from Firefly the first day. A lot of people enjoyed that. Then he was Chad Ferguson. Man, wearing a funny hat. It's a funny name. Friday. And Saturday he was Shipwreck from G.I. Joe. That was a fun cosplay he did. Oh yeah, that's kind of that worn out coloring of the 360. That's pretty stupid accurate. And then just Thursday when he did work, Sunday when he did work, he just regular clothes, and we sent him out to get the truck later on Thursday for tear down stuff like that. But yeah, as we were talking Grimos, But as we're just kind of talking, we're like, man, you know, Pat's, you know, we gotta get more stuff to sell because he's been selling this game for quite a few years and not much else. So we're just kind of going through, just brainstorming. It's like, you know, pins are the new hotness right. Pins are new hotness right now, you know. And my role at the booth, as it has been the now 2 years I've gone, would have been the previous years if I was able to go, but unfortunately I was not. Has been the role of Brimley, more or less the company mascot at this point, and he's just he's a talking wizard's hat that we have a nice little stage show, little stage made up for. If you check Gen Con's Twitter, we did get up on there actually. Brimley did. But yeah, I was in the booth being the puppet master for my shifts, and I just had a lot of fun with that. Laugh fun with the kids and the adults too. The adults like Brimley. They don't know why they did, but they did. But again, as we're talking, it's like, man, you know, we gotta get some more stuff out. You know, as decent as this game is, you know, it needs more. You know, so we're thinking, no, Brimley with a B. He is he's a magical hat. Let me. I can pull a picture of Brimley up. Give me a second here. I'll pull a picture of Brimley up. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic to talk about. The peanut. It is neither a pea nor a nut. Discuss. All right. Whoop. Let's go ahead. Yeah, just copy picture. Then, since we do have paint up, I'm gonna go ahead and just pop paint up. Drop that in here. We'll expand canvas, but that little guy right there, that little magic hat, that is Brimley, and that's just him. You know, just fun talking to the kids, talk to people watching by. People often call him Jesus Christ when they realize him. As they walk by, he just gets their attention. So he's starting to get a little bit of a god complex, But what else do you expect from, you know, like a 5-year-old? Or a hat that's like mentally 5 years old. I don't like that color. But, you know, we're thinking, dude, you gotta get some more stuff out for next year, you know? So, you know, we're kind of talking to him, you know, we got, again, you know, pins, people like Brimley, and, you know, let me actually grab the other picture I've got too. 1 year they did try and make Brimley plushes. That was pretty decent. Oh, I forgot to get rid of this. But anyway, let's go ahead and expand canvas there. But they did do like a handful of Brimley plushes, and for those, they handed out Brimley cards for the game. So, you know, it's like, Pat, you know, it's a point. It's a point. You know, we got to get more of this out. So, you know, maybe we should consider, you know, pins, because again, pins are a new hotness. I mean, I found myself stopping by just random booths looking at their pins to see if there's anything I liked. I did get a few pins. Yes, exactly. See, Grimos, you get it. You have so many pins. Pins are the new hotness at the moment. So it's like, yeah, we'll look into makeup pins, because, you know, you make up pins, and it's like, you know what? If you make pins up, there's a card right there. There's a card right there, a pin and a card to add to the game. And just, you know what? Think about, you know, that's not that bad actually. Maybe a little bit darker for the circle. Yeah, that circle should be darker. So let's go ahead and just go back on that. You know, maybe make up, you know, we're thinking, you know, again, you know, pins. Make some pins for some new cards and sell and the card comes with the pin. Purpose to buy the pins. Well, they've got a card for the game. Why not get the game? That looks pretty good right there. You know, so why not get the game? So, you know, that's one potential sell right there. And also with that, he's got, let's go to the knickknacks now. And then for the cards already in the game, you know, he's thinking, well, maybe what we'll do is make up some pins for cards he likes in the game. And those pins could be, again, cards, but they'll be like alternate art cards for now. So, you know, the text on the cards won't change, but the art will be different. So, you know, it's another reason to get the game, or if you already have the game, swap this card out for the original one if you like the art better. Because some of the art in the game is based off his friends and family, like him and his wife are cards in the game, things like that. Yeah. And you know what? If those end up working, and if people might want, maybe they want prints, because the Iron Crown guys, they were selling shirts this year, and they did pretty decent, $35 a pop for a shirt, which isn't bad. Shirts seem to be going for about $25 to $35 at the convention, so $35 price tag wasn't that bad. And they sold like maybe about 30 shirts or so. Not entirely what they were expected to sell, but again, they sold shirts to people. So it's like, shirts might be a good idea, but let's go with prints right now. Let's just, hold off on shirts, and let's maybe just try out some prints. See how those go over first before you buy shirts for your cards. So we put that idea in his head. And then he's got one expansion pack out for the game. And he'd like to get some more expansion packs. So we're like, get some more expansion packs out there too, man. You've already got the one, a little bit of a base, but the people that bought the game need to come back. You need to get them again. So get a new expansion out there. Get a new expansion deck out there. Yeah, it's called Elemental Conflicts. Yes, you are playing the role of wizards, but what about adding some kind of like martial class to it? I messaged him last night, like, hey, I was just thinking, as far as like martial classes go, like one of the cards in the game, some of the cards in the game are dragons. There's a dragon for each element, and for each element plus the spirit. Right now they're a total of 5 quote-unquote elements, which is, like I said, fire, water, earth, and fire, water, earth. Lightning's in there somewhere. I think it's lightning. I don't think it's air. Is it air? No, it might be air. I'll have to look at the cards real quick. But and then spirit. So each element has a dragon. Also, each element has a genie. But the thing with the dragon is, you play the dragon, and that is basically like an instant win card. No matter what's on the field, the dragon beats whatever it's facing, and it's got a strength of 10. The only thing that can't technically beat a dragon is a genie, which nullifies a dragon played during the current conflict. So the only way right now to beat a dragon is with the genie. And usually the dragons are played alone, so you'd probably want to play your genie. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to do. So you'd probably play your genie alone, just to try to anticipate that dragon and draw, do that. Well, I'm thinking, well, okay, if you've got these martial classes, maybe make one like a dragon slayer. And with that, it doesn't necessarily nullify the dragon, but it nullifies its instant win ability. It nullifies the instant win ability and reduces the dragon's strength down to like 7 or 8, where the Dragon Slayer's strength is like an 8 or a 9, so it's just like barely beating the dragon. So now you have to play something with the dragon in order to, kind of anticipate either a Dragon Slayer or the genie now. And I think the genie has like a strength of 1, so and just thinking things through like that. And with the thought of more expansions coming out, also comes a thought of modifying some of the rules. Because right now, the core deck, the game is 2 players, and it can be played all together with just the one core deck of 56 cards. Again, the long and the short of the game is you each deal out 10 cards to each other, and again, you have the 5 battles. You have to use up all your cards by... I don't think you have to use all your cards up by the end, but you should use all your cards up during the 5 fights, so you could have like 2 stacks or 5 rows of 2, or like a 1 to 3 kind of things like that. Yeah, again, this is all still very much brainstorming stages, things like that. But anyway, and then again, flip them over, highest number wins, like that. So if we get more expansion packs out, well, that means there's going to be more cards in the deck. So what he could do then is, well, if you've got all the expansion packs, let's say, again, the base deck is what, like 52 cards, 56 cards, I said, and he has 1 expansion out for Spirit. I think that's like, might be a dozen cards or so. Well, if each expansion pack is about a dozen cards, that's gonna be a pretty big deck if you've got like 3 or 4 expansions. So why not make it why is that going over that line? That's weird. Anyway, let's zoom out real quick, see how that looks. Okay, still looking good. Well, just time to change the rules around. If you've got all the expansions, maybe consider buying a second deck and having a deck versus deck game, like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, a deck builder game, a trading card game, collectible card game. I don't think he's going to do blind packs, so it really wouldn't be collectible. So again, there's another potential sale right there. Again, just looking at it as because you have to look at it from a sales standpoint. If it's something you want to keep coming back with every year until you are able to get something new, which he is trying to get something new. He does have a couple other games in mind that he really would like to go, but it's like, lean into this, somewhat niche successful game you have at the moment, and use that, and just build off that for now until you get your other games out. Or, find a way to incorporate mechanics of those other games into Dungeon Dash and, start making it something else. So yeah, like again, just a lot of brainstorming going on. It really just talking to him on Sunday about these ideas was really getting his juices flowing, and I'm glad for that. I'm glad we were able to kind of just help kick that inspiration back up and out. So hopefully next year we'll have like an expansion. He is looking into pins, so I think that'll be good. I think that'll be good for him and good for the game and just just a good thing overall. Right now we're coloring my Ghostbusters complete collection of the cartoon. It's the real Ghostbusters collection right there in the firehouse. It's pretty awesome. I think it's pretty awesome. While at Gen Con, I did meet up with a few Legionnaires. Don't know if any of them stream here, but I met up with many people's favorite mech artist, Mr. Eldonius Rex. He was there with Catalyst Games, so it was nice to see him. I met up with fellow Legionnaire Von Cobra, and Augury was there. He's native to the Indianapolis. Oh, this is another great song from Magic Sword. This is Only Way In. I really like this one too. Who is a native of Indianapolis, which is where Gen Con is. So, not, doxing, but not doxing Augury there. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Grimos. Yeah, hopefully he's able to get back to you. Hopefully he's able to get to you on that. I just know he just does a lot of work for Catalyst, so that could take up like a lot of his time is just since he's officially working for those guys, just the kind of stuff that he's got to do for them. But yeah, I talked with Eldonius for a bit. Augury was nice. Cobra Stan, talked with him, and our old buddy Bowser was there as well. So it was nice to meet up with Bowser. He's doing good. He's doing good. Inside of the firehouse, let's make that this color here. He's doing pretty good. He's gonna be going back to school. If you guys want a little Bowser update, he's gonna be going back to school for music. He's getting into music making, so good for him. I should really listen to his stuff too. And this is all just, you know, a friend talking about his friend. Like I said, I will shill my friends. So if you're listening, Diggs, sorry, but again, he's a buddy. Nice guy, he's doing good. Nice guy, he's doing good. Well, I mean, I technically do have a BattleTech model kit. Catalyst was doing, I guess, a little product experimentation, where they were going with a different supplier for the game, for as far as their miniatures go, and they had a few choice minis out there, just little single cells. I think one was a Locust, maybe a Phoenix Hawk, and I don't know what the third one was, but the fourth one was a Rifleman. And I did buy the Rifleman, and it comes with the upper and lower torso, the 2 arms, a base, and 4 legs to choose from. Ooh, so you can choose what dynamic pose you want your mech to be strutting in. I thought it was going to be more like a weapon select thing, but oh well. That's fine. Not as fast as I thought it was, but hey, you know what? I've got a, let me see if I pull up a picture of the pieces of the, there it is, yeah, pieces of the copy. Let's go ahead and just open Paint back up there. It's Brimley again, hi guys. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. All right, copy again. And there is the Rifleman right there in its little bag. Ball joints do not snap in. Those need to be set in and then glued and then set in. So, you know, you kind of at least position the arms a little bit as you want. I am a fan of the Rifleman. Don't play the game, but, you know, the only Mech Warrior experience I have ever experienced is Mech Warrior 5. When we played it into Legion for a little bit. So that is my Mech Warrior experience there. And I like the Rifleman. I did enjoy the Rifleman, so that's like one of the ones I like having in my Lance. You know, let's just make the tires black. I like the Rifleman, I like the Warhammer. I've got a Marauder 2 in my Lance. And then usually I swap between like a King Crab. Well, I swapped a King... Usually swap and the Archer. I like the Archer a lot too. I would like to. I should get back into Mech Warrior 5, but just catching back up on the mod list we have in the Legion. That is something that is numerous. Hey Kay. Hey Kay. Is its own thing, is the mod list that Legion uses. Oh, that's a big windshield for the Ecto 1. Let's just kind of zoom out and see how that looks. You know, it looks fine. That looks fine. Let's see, what was I talking about? Oh, Mech Warrior. But yeah. Like I said, I like the rifle. Like, if I were to make a Lance in game, definitely a Rifleman, probably the Archer. Don't know if I'd. Let's go back here. Archer, Rifleman, Archer, Rifleman. Wow, I'm blanking all of a sudden. Archer, Rifleman, Marauder. Yeah, probably the Marauder. And Warhammer. Warhammer, because I really like how I have my Warhammer kitted out. I really like how I have my Warhammer kitted out. I mean, what do you think the Marauder's for? There's your scout. Just hawk that thing full of AC or I've got a really funny and really bitchin' Gauss rifleman. I will toot my horn and say on more than one occasion I have pitted a king crab with my rifleman. Just pow, and it went down. Only damage on it. Only damage on that king crab was a cockpit, and there was nothing left of the pilot inside that crab. Yeah, the only thing I really don't like about MechWarrior 5 is the dumb AI, because I like to pilot the rifleman, and I like just to, you know, take a minute, line my shots up, but of course, AI being the AI, they're always going to go for the player. It's like, no, stop targeting me. You guys do something. And you know, it's a computer game. What are you going to do, right? It's a computer game. It's a computer. So what are you going to do? Let's go ahead and bring that down. But no, it's enjoyable. I do enjoy the game. All the mechs I have in that lance are the hero versions of it. I do leave the Warhammer out of some fights because I have learned it does not punch well above its weight class. So usually it's a crab that ends up coming out instead of the Warhammer. Let's see, this is all my Animaniacs Pinky and Brain. That's kind of darker. So we'll just do this here. But no, the Warhammer is pretty gutsy. It can hold it does hold its own when it needs to. It's got 4 Gatling guns on the torso, and those things just shred armor off stuff. It's fantastic, which leaves room for the large lasers just to peel away the rest. And then when things are just looking at me, they just eat a face full of 12 medium missiles. Oh, I'm sorry, not 12. An MRM-20 just goes BERT. It just goes BERT. And this is Mystery Science Theater 10 next to that. Yeah, I covet those MRMs. I covet the MRMs on my Warhammer. I will save scum for the MRM and the Rack 5s I have on the King Crab, on the one King Crab. And of course, I have a lovely urban mech. I use the K9 urban mech, and last I checked, it had 2 flamers on the front for, you know, going fast. You know, I just turned the chassis around on the urban mech, hit the flamers, and you know, it just moves faster because the 5-year-old in me tells me that's how it works, and that is indeed how it works. But it's got. Is that the Irby that has long tom artillery on it? I think it's long tom artillery. And just when you left click with that urban mech, it goes ka-chunk, and scout mechs tend to disappear. Light mechs just disappear when you hit that button. I mean, yeah, long tom, no, this is like artillery being directly fired at something. And like I said, it's like the light mech Be Gone with that Irby just trundling out there. And what's on the other arm of the Irby? I think maybe a large laser, I don't know, but it is just stupid. And of course, jump jets to actually, you know, keep up with the rest of the Lance. And then over here, I've just got a bunch of miscellaneous DVDs, like The Tick and oh my, the Record Lotus War DVDs are over there. You know, let's grab that color there. Let's just do Lotus War. That's kind of like a magenta pinkish color. Oh, right, that's like right there almost, I think. There, that'll just be the Lotus War side right here. There, just do that like that. And then you know what? We'll do like a yellow bluish for the Ticket Freakazoid, because that's those guys over there too. Kind of golden, kind of that. Oop. There we go. That's fine. That'll be fine. And I'll just do let's darken this up a little bit, I think. Hang on. Let's grab that again. Whoop. Let's darken it this way. But yeah, Gen Con was fun. I got quite a few things. Got a new co-op drinking game. It's called Drinks and Daggers. I think it's based off a podcast, from what I understand, from what I've been told. I don't know which podcast that is exactly, but it's a co-op drinking game with your friends, kind of like well, I don't want to say kind of like, but what's the other game my buddy got that's like it's like a Munchkin drinking game? I forget now. I got a couple of shirts. I got a new set of dice because, you know, we're all freaking dice gremlins. Got some pins. And I got some pretty sweet metal arts. You know, just artwork printed on some metal plates. And yeah, that's pretty sweet and bitchin', I think. Again, fun convention. Little tiring, glad to be home. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I want to circle back to the concert now. Like I said, Gen Con really didn't do that great of a job of just like go on the website. It's like, okay, who are the guests here? Okay, they're not telling. And again, at the time, I didn't think of looking for an app. It's like, okay, well, fine, whatever. So I'm at the hotel again. I told my Carol Spinney story here. The gentleman that did Big Bird, meeting him at Gen Con. But anyway, again, just looking in the room. It's like, and you know, I'm just looking through the brochure. And like, oh shit, Magic Sword. Hell yeah, they got a concert. Nice. They did the opening ceremonies, which was pretty cool. I didn't go to the opening ceremonies. I was, you know, in the concert, wait, you know, for that part of the opening, because, well, you know, when you work the con, you're there to work the con. Yeah, I guess this isn't the Knickknacks, but what I'll do is I'll just actually do this real quick, so we get the idea where the stripes go for the Switch carrier. But you know, it's like, okay, so they got a concert Friday night. Let's see if we can make it to that. You know, reserve tickets out. Of course, the show was like sold out like that Thursday. Like, wow. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm glad it's sold out, but wow, come on, that stinks. And I'm talking, you know, I hung out with Bowser quite a bit on my off time. So, you know, I'm talking about, I was like, hey, I'm going to try to go to this concert. You want to come? Sure, never heard of these guys, but yeah, why not? It sounds like fun. It's like, all right, can't get tickets for it. They're already sold out, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hang out in front of the main ballroom, which is where the concert was, and we're going to see what happens. We're just going to see what happens, you know, see if they let people in. Because I mean, you know, people probably just grab tickets just to grab tickets at these things, and you know, and they don't show up. So like, we know what to do about no shows. So just kind of banking on some no shows and just saying, hey, we got enough room for more people to come in, so come on in. So luckily, there's like, hey, we're making the call, we can let more people into the concert, so you all can come on in. They weren't like counting people, so whoa, it's a big eraser. So luckily there was enough room for us all to get in there. And so, we're just sitting there. Again, the plan was just sit there, and even if they didn't let us in, you really can't deafen music. So I was going to sit out in the hall anyway, listen to the music, because again, I knew the show would rock, and it did. That show thoroughly rocked. It thoroughly rocked. My face is still recovering because it was indeed rocked off. What do you want? Oh, because that face was rocked off, and it's a good thing when your face is rocked off because the concert was just that bitchin'. But yeah, Bowser was there. I was like, man, that's, after the concert, I was like, man, Striker, that's really great concert. I'm glad you brought to me. That's just again, shilling for friends, as I'm going to do. Is I was not asked to do this. I'm doing this because he's my friend. But he's like, man, that's like the music I want to try and get into. So he's going to listen to them, try and find out what kind of stuff they use and things like that. And, just learn his own craft. He did. Yeah. You mean that's a good attribute? Although I would like to have. I mean, it should be mentioned that it was a Magic Sword concert, so credit the artist where credit is due, my friend. Credit the artist where credit is due. Gen Con has its own advertisement. Let's advertise it for the guys that not a lot of people hear about, kind of thing. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name of the guy that opened for Magic Sword, but he was pretty fun. He was a pretty good act too. Again, like another 80s synthwave sound. So that guy was pretty good too. I did enjoy his performance in the beginning there as well. So let's go ahead and just make that a hard line. There we go, hard line. And you know what? As far as you guys go, I encourage anyone, if they're interested, to go out to a convention. They're a lot of fun. Even if the convention may not be something you're entirely into, like an anime con, and you're more of like a comic guy or something like that, like I am. Like I'm not big on anime, but I still go to the anime cons because I made friends there. And I went there originally with friends. But at the very least, it's fun people watching. It's fun people watching all the cosplays and things like that, and just the shenaniganery that comes with conventions. It's just a lot of fun. Do you want phone? Okay, phone. Yes, please stop. You're giving me notifications. We're good, phone. Oh wait, is that anyway? You're watching the EDD live now all of a sudden because my phone's making noises at me, or it's vibrating at me, I should say. Yeah. It looks like he has a lot of fun too at Dragon Con, which one day I wouldn't mind going to Dragon Con. It's one of those conventions that's like on like a conventioneer's bucket list, I think. I think there are usually 3 conventions that are on a lot of people's lists. Those being Dragon Con, a Comic Con, be it either San Francisco or New York Comic Con, and Dragon Con. I think those are like the big conventions that a lot of people kind of look at, be like, oh, I really want to go to a convention. I want to go to this con because it's, you know, so big and so maneuverous. Would I like to go to those conventions? Yeah, I wouldn't mind going. I do know some stories and some things, like just hear things about San Francisco Comic-Con. Like, people like it, but it's becoming, the best way I guess to describe it is becoming too Hollywood, as far as just like, oh, you know, we've got all the big name celebrities here, and you know, just they premiere a lot of stuff there at the Comic-Con, but because of that, like, it's damn near impossible to go to panels and really enjoy it. Oh yeah, it's also pricey. Well, it's San Francisco. It's going to be pricey. It's going to be pricey. That is one thing you have to obviously expect and budget for. Yes. But again, it's just like, again, just a buddy of mine that has gone a couple of times. It's just, again, it's just very Hollywood. So you got that. Not bad, not bad. And then Wolves Rain DVD pack. That's another one of these kind of maroon pinkerish off-white colors. So just gonna color that in right here. Make it bold. And then we'll erase in a second here. Okay, there we go. And then let's just get some little slats in here for the individual DVDs. There's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Aha, that's too big. You know, it actually work. Not supposed to stand out that much. There we go. Wipey wipey, save button. Oh, we forgot the Virtual Boy. Did we forget the Virtual Boy? No, I'm kidding. Let's go ahead and color that sucker in. To my reds. Virtual Boy is a nice, kind of bright red. I think that was a good one for the Virtual Boy. That's a good, oh yeah, I think that's a good call right there. But yeah, I am looking forward just to relaxing a bit this weekend. Just, you know, obviously, you know, I got to take care of the house, mow the lawn, and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm gonna fight any naps or anything like that, or sleep in if I want to. I'll still make it to the stream tomorrow. I'll still be on stream tomorrow, so you know, I won't cancel System Saturdays just to sleep in, because I doubt I can. I mean, will I start late? 10% chance maybe, but I mean, I won't sleep in much late after 9, so you know, sleep is important, yes, which is why we have the weekends. And again, I'm not going to push myself. Like I said, I'm not going to set an alarm and get up and, you know, oh, I got to do the stream. No, I'll wake up. I usually wake up about 7 or 8 o'clock anyway, so this won't be that big of a deal. Oh, it's Bowser, okay. I'll say, what is this happy looking thing? Because the matrix thing in my face is pointing this out as just 2 eyes, a nose, and a happy little mouth. But no, that's Bowser. That's Bowser right there. That's Bowser. And that's going to be... Oh, that's right. Amiibos is their own layer. Oh, that's going to be fun. But I'm not going to do another 5 hours of yard work like I did the week before last Sunday. Not last Sunday, but the Sunday before that. That was a day. That was a day just getting some yard work done. Ugh, jeez, just ugh. Let's get some light red in here. All right, Kirby. Hey, that's a good Kirby color right there. Pile. Kirby just right there. And then his little feet. He's just a darker pink. Little Kirby feetsy right there. Now we got Fox next. Where did I put the Fox amiibo? Where the hell can Fox and Falco at? Huh. I mean, I know I pulled him down to look at him, but I didn't put him back. Anyway. Yeah, it looks like a good uniform color for Fox and Falco. Got that right there. Oh. God, I know Falco's right next to it, but holy crap, I can see where Fox is. Wait, that should be Falco. No, that is Fox because, okay, I had to place it. Okay, hang on a second. Look at me about. Oh, here they are. They're hiding with Banjo and Kazooie later. Elsewhere. That's where they went. Okay, that's how those two are set up. You know, let's color in Fox's shirt real quick. And it goes up his jacket a little bit. And he's got green pantaloons. Like that. I think that's just space back there. So we'll just leave that space for now. And then we'll just get some gray boots here. And as far as Fox himself goes, he's around the color of his... Well, no, now the jacket's looking a little more gray now than I'm looking at here, so let's go ahead and put some gray into that. Okay, we'll go with that. And then his fur color is kind of light, kind of tannish. I think these are his I think this is his command color scheme is what they used for the amiibo since Zero wasn't out yet. In Command it was a game. It was okay. Again, I just wish Nintendo would stop all right, let's just color outside the lines real quick. See where the lines are. I just wish Nintendo would stop forcing their current system gimmick on Star Fox games. Sadly, I think that's what killed the franchise, just people not liking how Zero was played between the screen and the tablet. It was confusing. It was confusing and not a lot of fun. Confusing and not a lot of fun. Okay, we're going to turn the lines off for a second here. See if we get a better... Okay. Okay, there's a better shot of Falco. Turn the lines on. Okay, that's what's throwing me off. Lines. Yes, this is what's throwing me off. Is this thing's border? Is the poster's border? You know what? Actually, we'll undo that. We'll just turn that off. Okay. Because now... Okay, yep, that's Fox's tail right there. And that's probably his leg. That's supposed to be his other leg. Okay. Okay. Let's grab that green. Gonna color in that leg. That little leggy, that chunky leggy, as it looks like. And we'll put the boot in. We'll grab that. And we'll color that tail. Man, I'm not a big fan of that. But... not bad. Not bad, actually. Not bad. Okay. Because that's probably supposed to be Falco's hand. We'll turn the councils off. Whoop. I mean, yes, but no. Huh. Okay, no. There's his beak. There's his eye. There's his head right there. That's his hand right there. So that line's actually in the wrong area, it looks like. What was eye tracing then? Oh well, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it here. Yes. So let's get the blue out for his feather. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Be his feather there. So we'll put his head right about here. Kind of behind Bowser, because we'll just have Bowser. That's probably supposed to be Bowser's hand, actually, right there. So yeah, Bowser will be covering that up. So we'll just make this his jacket. We'll grab it the same color as Fox's jacket. That'll be his. We can make that his tail. And he's got red pants. And then he does have his other hand over. Let's just grab this again. Just gonna kind of color in here. It does have his reader on the side here, so we'll kind of fudge that there. And then we'll grab that gray, make it a little grayer. Put that kind of right there. Then, actually, no. This is probably supposed to be Bowser's hand. So speaking of Bowser, let's go ahead and do the Big Bruiser right now. Get that cream colored tummy in here. And then his maw is also that same color. That's going to be a leg for Bowser. He's got... that looks like a good Bowser color there. No, let's go ahead and just bloop that, the orange. And his face is green. He's got red hair atop his face. Do that. We'll grab the red hair. We'll put that atop his face. There. And then he's got his little green shell back behind. Kind of peeks under too. And then we got the spikies. The spider-dudes on the back there. I'm going to color that in, and then we'll make this like a dark gray. That'd be like his one of his little spiky gauntlet things he's got on his hands. There's our cheap Bowser, and now we'll just kind of keep guessing at Falco, I guess, because like when we turn everything off, and we're just sitting on all that right now. No. Oh, I forgot. I turned the council colors off. Like, no, I did color those all on the wrong layer, but no. There they are. There's the council colors. Anyway, okay. Back here. Ugh. Oh, okay. Thinking over. Well, I know that's Fox's hand right there, so let's go ahead and just boop that right there. And then we'll also just kind of just color that up right there, even though he's got gloves on. He doesn't have gloves on in this picture. Falco, why are you such an odd-angled boy? You got black boots on Falco. Let's go ahead and get that just right there, I guess. It's a weird looking boot size, but that's going to be your boot size now. More pants, I guess. Just put more jacket. And we'll put... Well, that's too sloppy. Little hand there. There's Falco. It looks weird, but it's going to be weird. A little bit of Mario back behind here. Big Mario right here, though. So let's work on this Mario first. Let's work on 8-bit Mario. Which actually should be pretty simple. Especially given how the monocolor is working. I've got it working in grids like this. Oh, that's okay. I mean, the hit, awesome. Guess this album is done with. All right. Thank you, Daniel Avidan and Tupperware Remix Party. But let's go back to Magic Sword. Oh, we did this. Volume 1 Deluxe. The Awakening. Here we go. All right. Back to Magic Sword. And then Mario actually had like a dark green shirt originally.
There was light and darkness. A creation of perfect balance.
Oh, story time.
But as time passed, the evil spread over the land.
That's not good. What happened?
Consuming everything in its path.
Oh, that's not good.
In the final moments before light was lost to the shadow for all time,
What happened?
a weapon of infinite power was created,
Fuck yeah, what was it?
thus restoring the balance to the universe.
It's olive color.
And so it was, it shall always be.
Uh-huh.
Whenever the need is great,
Yeah.
we call upon the power of
Fuck yeah. Yeah, as far as Danny goes, I do like the voice he uses for his covers and some of the more, I don't want to say serious songs, but some of the more, I guess, toned down songs, maybe. All right, let's get more olive color. Like that, I guess? No, that's too light. Darker. I guess that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you that one. I wish you were here. That song came out an appropriate time, I'll say. An appropriate time. So, all right, Mario's got. Oh, that's right. I can turn this off now. And little Mario stash right here. Oh, 8-bit stash goes right here. Oh, potato. His eyes are that same color. And now the Mario skin. No, it's fine. No, it's they did a great version of it, and I had a friend that really liked Pink Floyd, and it's a good song, good memories because of that. So, you know. And it's nice to share those things with people, you know, let them know if something means something to you and why it means that to you. That's not a bad little Mario dude right there. We could probably almost just like forget about other Mario back there, I think. Oh, what I will do though is I'll put like an orange flame right back here, because that's like that flame amiibo's like, wow. And I got Pokemon Trainer hanging out right here. Can't see much of him. That's like his blue jeans, his hand, and his hat. But yeah, we're rocking out to Magic Sword today, because I'm just in a Magic Sword mood. So if there's no audio of this on YouTube, you know why. So for all you people that do watch this on YouTube, hi YouTube. Sorry you can't hear us right now, but hope you guys are enjoying the channel too. All right, and just on to Ivysaur. Ivysaur. That's kind of a pinkish bulb. Let's circle over here. This one's Ivysaur, this one's Bowser. But I do have both amiibos, yes. Because as we all know, Ivysaur is the best Kanto starter. The Bulbasaur line is the best Kanto starter line. You are statistically wrong if you think otherwise, and I will not hear any more of this. I mean, Big Water Can Turtle is pretty boss too, but again, you're just arguably wrong. If you know, that's all. Again, yeah, everyone's going to have their favorites, and we're all just going to pick on each other for having favorites, as you do in middle school, which is clearly where we're at. We all have the mental capabilities and fortitudes of middle schoolers. We're just going to give him a bit of a red mouth here. Let's try the eyes. Even though it's probably going to look like a horrible abomination, like the attempted switch did. That's not awful. That's not terrible. It could be better. You know, I'm going to keep that Ivysaur because it looks like a Flork Ivysaur. And if you don't know who Flork is, check out Flork of Cows on the Twitters. Funny webcomics, man. I should put a line in there. What are you doing? Oh, right. That's why you're not putting a line there. Knickknacks. There we go. If you had to choose a Pokemon, which would you choose? Okay. Are we talking just like we go in a certain region, all complete national decks, or what? Because as much as I like my other Pokemon, any gen, again, including starters, I'm always going to default to Bulbasaur. Always going to default to the Bulba Buddy. I am a Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur for life. Is a Venusaur eventually on all of my quote-unquote main teams when given the chance? Yes. Yes, he is. And this is Greninja. He was actually pretty cool. I probably did like Froakie the best out of that generation he was in. Even before his evolution was revealed, I was pretty much in line. for Froakie, but the evolution really did kind of cement that. Yeah, and then that's Banjo-Kazooie right there. Is that next to Banjo? Oh no, that's. Oh, is it Snake then Banjo-Kazooie? Let's turn the lines off real quick. Let's turn the colors off real quick, and now the lines. Okay, yeah, because you got Mega Man there, Sonic there, and then starts. Oh, is that Snake supposed to be next to Pac-Man? Yes. Okay, that's supposed to be Snake there. So yeah, Greninja, Banjo-Kazooie. Okay. And he just kind of just all ninja'd out. We'll just put blue for Greninja. And then, I don't know, something else. Maybe. We'll see. And now we have the bear and the bird. Uh-huh. Again, never played Banjo-Kazooie. Never picked it up, but as a collector, I got it for the collection purposes. But I was glad that people that do enjoy Banjo-Kazooie did finally get the bear and the bird in Smash Bros. After all this time. And I think they are a good fit. They fit us aesthetically. I think just in general too, they're a great fit for the game. They were on Nintendo. Probably some of the best 3D platform games. God, this is so funky music. I'm gonna go ahead and get Lady of the Light on my like list. Probably some of the best 3D platforming on the Nintendo 64, I will say. And again, they just have that place, I believe, in video game history enough to justify being in Smash Brothers, as opposed to some other Smash Brothers picks that I'm just like, who are you about? Let's get some Kazooie up in here. I'm hearing myself. Why am I hearing myself? Oh, because I had this phone slightly on. You know, we'll just fill that in. Well, then we'll just make the beak now. A very goldenish color. This will represent Kazooie. Hey, that's not terrible looking, not great, but not terrible. It's acceptable. The bear's yellow pants. That's right. On this amiibo shelf, our bears wear yellow pants. And the golden Jiggy. You know, golden Jiggy can be... Let's take Kazooie's beak color. And let's try and make it a little bit brighter. That is this one. No, this one. Yes. That looks ill. Let's go with that color. All right, you two dogs. Thanks for hanging out. And now we move on to the Blue Bomber. Oh, so hyped seeing Mega Man in Smash 4. It was so hype, so hype. again, just one of those long overdue characters that just fits wonderfully in I think in the Smash Brothers franchise. Again, just a long-standing Nintendo edition. You know, all the best Mega Man games were on the Nintendo systems. I will fight anyone on that. Let's get some more blue in here. And again, just another great fit for the Smash Brothers franchise, I will say. They made his abilities fun and unique. Put a lot of his just wonderful, fun moves in there. All right, now it's time for the blue hedgehog next to him, Sanic. Let's make Sanic a little lighter blue compared to Sonic, or Sonic a lighter blue compared to Mega Man, just because they're almost the same color, almost. But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So, you know, make of that what you will. And that's going into some of Snake, so we'll be deleting a little bit here. Or erasing, I should say, real quick there. Grab the white here, just whoop, for his eyes. Now we'll get some red here for his shoe. Zoom out a little bit. Hey, these amiibos aren't looking half bad. These amiibos are not looking half bad. Take a little stretch myself there. Hit that save button. I guess we'll zoom out even more because I was hitting the wrong zoom button. Alright, and now we have Snake. A lot of gray up there. Snake next to Pac-Man. Right. So, I think we all like David Hayter's Snake. Probably the best. It's the most iconic. The one many of us grew up with, if not everyone growing up with. Colonel. Anyway. Yeah, he's just a lot of gray. Just a dark gray and a light gray. You're not complicated, Snake. You don't have a complicated palette. GG. Thanks for making this one a little bit easier on me, buddy. Maybe darker gray, but still. Ba 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 da da. Ba 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 da da. Da da da. This is Snake. I'm done here. All right, let's some dark brown grayish hair. Yeah, kind of like that. That seems a little too light, though. How odd. 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 Otacon. Gray Fox! No, wait. A little darker. I'll just grab this. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that one. And I'll try and get his pasty-ass skin color. Oh, I'm on the Knickknacks level. Go back to... How many of the amiibos are on the Knickknacks layer? Let's find out together. Oh, okay. No, that's actually fine. That's fine. Glad I caught it when I did. Because I don't have any Knickknacks done really yet, do I? Okay, I've got the stuff done there. Okay, so what I can do for Knickknacks and these Paddywhacks. So what I'll do is I'll take our cutting tool, get the lasso out, and we'll just snake down around here. And then we'll cut and paste Knickknacks, drag that down below, highlight amiibos first, select, and then merge selected layers. Boop, there. All the amiibos back on their own layer. Like nothing happened. Right, chat? Nothing happened. And there's a grandfather clock saying it's 7 o'clock. Oh, so many layers. You want to see layers. Okay. First off, let's just go ahead and collapse these. First off, we've got my four basic layers here: reference, then the sketches, colors, and lines. By the time we're done with this, we're going to be done with 2 of these layers. And yes, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers within here, within the colors, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers within the background. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let me go ahead and open up another file here. Let's open up my big project here. Where did I put it? You know what? Before I do that, though, I just want to make sure. Oh yeah, here. I'll hit this up. There we go. I just got to make sure it is on an appropriate screen because there it is. Okay. Loading that. It's a big project up. Loading this project up. I'm just gonna go ahead and which one do I want to bring up here? Just you know what? We'll stick with it. We'll stick with this one. Okay. Let me come on back. Oh, the layers will hunger. Yeah, you'll see. All right, let's go ahead and come back to the art. Okay, it's just a little comic I did a while back. Other Discord, we were learning the differences between crocodiles and alligators. So in this one, I made a comic, and here we go. We've got 12 different frames here. And within those frames, I've just got them put out by character. So within that frame, I've got the sketch, the color, and the lines. And then within there are even more layers. So this is probably my biggest project so far. Let's go ahead and just pull this out a little bit here. So there are folders inside of folders on this project here. So yeah, and this isn't even just looking or considering thinking about doing animation, which I wouldn't mind doing at some point in time. Yes, projects are like ogres. They do have layers. That is true. I'll give you that. They are complicated and they have layers. But back to these layers. Back to the amiibo layer. Now we're working on Mr. Pac-Man. Dude, I know it's a joke, but you have no idea how helpful layers are. You have no idea how helpful it is making layers. Pac-Man, you are yellow, but you're not yellow. You're like an off gold yellow. Actually, let's go with that. Let's go with this yellow actually for Mr. Man. Pack, as we'll call you. Here's what we'll do. We'll just... No. Because he's got an arm that kind of comes right there, and he's got a hand that sits right about there. So, Mr. Pac-Man, if you will. Actually, that arm is kind of like here, and here's the hand. So, what I'll do is we'll make this like his elbow right here. This will be his elbow. And this will actually be just a great read for... His boxing gloves are kind of brown. I don't know. Dear Pac-Man, how can you walk with boxing gloves on? Sincerely, a fan. There we go. And then here's his other hand right here. We'll just get this one done with. And there's this. That's supposed to be a thumb, but it looks kind of like a middle finger just because of how the lines are. But anyway, he's a happy guy. He's a happy guy. And now back to that. I'll make this yellow a little bit darker now. There we go. I'll do that. All right, screen. Huh. 8 or 9 might be why I have to. I mean, it's possible. I'll be honest. Again, layers help. There are some times where it's like, man, I wish I made more layers because, like, if I'm working, like, hair is probably the best example of wanting more layers. Hair and clothes, because most of the time, yes, clothes are going to be on a top layer, and so is hair, because, you know, those are the most external things on a person. You know, I bet you that's supposed to be his elbow right there. Anyway, we'll come back to that, Mr. Man. But anyway, it's like, okay, well, I'll have this on layer. I'll have this layer here and this layer here working on them. And then I'll be like, okay, well, I have that, and it's going fine. But then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, well, like if I had just some layers here, this way I could just, you know, kind of just color sloppy like that, and then, you know, another layer is just going to grab this. Just another layer will then cover that up. But with like hair and clothes, since they overlap probably the most often, it's like, oh, I should make like a secondary hair layer. So this one can be underclothes hair, and this one is overclothes hair, or this is overclothes. Wow, you got a badonk there, Pac-Man. But again, like, okay, this is like the overclothes hair, and this is the underclothes hair, like, you know, hair that goes around the back, hair that drapes over hair that drapes over the front. Let's. Do I still have it? No, this is us one. Let's pull up the last picture we did here, the Barbie picture. Where's that at? That is here in Strahd. Come on, there it is. Yeah, just taking this for example, like this strand of hair here could have been. Let me just actually highlight here. Pencil. This strand of hair here could have been in front of, you know, could have been in front, whereas the rest back here would have been behind. Instead of them, you know, being on the same layer and bleeding around. But yeah, layers are helpful. Layers are good. You just got to remember, obviously, to go back and forth between the right layers, or if you catch yourself early enough, you can. Next album for Magic Sword. You catch yourself and fix if you're on the wrong layer, putting it on the correct layer. I don't know what program you use, but as you saw me here using Clip Studio, it's just as simple as copy, paste, copy, cutting, and merging. So let's go ahead. Pac-Man actually has red boots that we will barely see in this picture. But we'll put that. But we'll be damned if we don't give him his red boots. There they are. There they are. And we got Zero Suit Samus right back there. She got that blonde hair. Let's make it a little bit darker. Got that ponytail going back here. Get a bang there. Let's try and... Okay, Clip Studio, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've done that. Yeah, it's again, it's just gotta come down with just. It also comes down to, I guess, how you draw. Like, I like to draw one layer at a time. Now, obviously, coloring will be different, but, I mean, forgive me, Ziggy, how often you are at the streams, but, like, you know, when I split my stuff up, obviously, okay, I've got to sketch myself up, but, like, I've got the main body here that I'll be using for my representation. I've got the armor I'll be putting on over that. Then the gauntlets, which, you know, the hands are separate than the helmet. And when I start creating those layers, or start working on those layers, okay, I need an extra layer. Like, the gauntlets will almost definitely have a second layer for hands and things like that. And then there's also going to be another layer for details and things like that, yeah. Cartography and such, okay. Well, okay, yeah, that's true, yeah. Like, you can have, like, a mountain layer and things like that, yeah. Samus, you're mostly blue in that Zero suit. Let's go ahead and grab that, like, blue teal color. Knickknacks. Amiibos! Yeah, she's mostly just, like, in a hand here, body here, leg here position. And then she's got those jumping heel kicker boots on. Yes, happy Friday indeed, Fezbear. Happy Friday. Again, it just, I mean, I don't know how you've been doing your cartography work for, but, you know, I've been doing, sorry, she's got gloves on the Zero suit, doesn't she? Yes, she does. Are they the same color as the suit, or are they like a darker? Okay, you know, executive decision, they are hand gloves and they will be darker. Again, I've been doing this, you know, for about 3 years now. So let's just grab that color and make it a little bit darker. Let's start this way. Yeah, right there. Again, I've been doing this for about and then the yellow for the heel. I've been doing it this way for about 4 years, and plus, also when I started, you know, doing this, I had in mind how animators also do their work, doing their work in layers, because I have made a type of animations. I have done cell art before. I have animation cells, so I know what the separation and everything is like, and also, you know, how the old cartoons were made in that animation cell style. So, you know, I had an idea of how I wanted to work and how I was going to work as well. She's got a leg that just kind of just goes down here now. I'll just do that. Went from physical to digital about 5 years. And I keep physical habits. Yeah, I mean, yeah, draw everything out at once, obviously, right, yeah. I get that, I understand that, and I understand where you're at. Wow, really? Amiibo? That's, yeah, he is over there. Okay, so I swapped those. You know what? I'm going to take a quick break. And then, yeah, going to take a quick break right here. And then, we'll just talk and chat a little bit more about random things. So, of course, no, that's fine. You know, I'm just going to leave you guys with the music instead of going. You know, let's go ahead and pause the music here, and we're going to go We'll go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
I'm off to another top-secret adventure. See you after these messages.
He's an ice cube.
Two California teenagers have defrosted a million-year-old caveman. Now they're going to wash him, feed him, and teach him to be normal.
That's boring, dude. Normal. We're going psycho with him, bro.
And Encino High is about to learn the truth.
He's a caveman.
Encino Man.
That's barbaric.
Rated PG. Thawing May 22nd at a theater near you.
Here's Wendell and me.
And Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Here are the smartest teachers in my school.
Do they know why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I just don't know.
Could you repeat the question?
Look and learn, class. Any kid can see there's cinnamon and sugar all over every bite for a totally intense taste.
Oh.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, part of this complete breakfast.
It's got the taste you can see. Class, dismissed.
It's a Turtle Beach party in the sand. Gonna surf the sewer, gonna get a green tan. But just when they thought it was safe to play, the big bad foot come walking their way.
Lifeguard Leo, Spike and Polly Don, Sewer Cycle and Rap, Beachcomb and Mike, Sewer Spitting Turtles.
We got 'em on the run, spitting so much fun. Sewer Spitting Ninja Turtles
From Playmates.
Get ready for the ultimate adventure as Batman explodes into prime time. Entertainment Weekly calls it one of the year's top 10 shows. Time magazine says it has more bang for the buck than the movie.
Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare.
Batman, the series, an all-new adventure, Sunday at 7, 6 Central.
He's becoming
a perfect look for a snake in the grass.
He's bedazzling.
Limbo, limbo, bee.
He's the unbelievable Bee Guy. And he wants to be your guide on a fantastic voyage to an incredible world.
Just keep him downwind.
Of outrageously funny ghouls and riotous laughter.
Hideous puns and mindless mayhem.
Now that's entertainment.
Don't be left behind. Join Beetlejuice, weekday mornings on Fox.
I'm back from another adventure, and you're back to our program.
All right, there we go. We're back. Hello there, Fenris. Glad you could join us. We're on Samus here. Oh, let's go ahead and get the music back going again. Hope the music hasn't been too quiet for you guys. Once again, we're just jamming out to some Magic Sword tonight because I wanted to. That music. Now the fun thing about this is I have two Samuses like right next to each other, so I can just keep the colors riding. Oh, that's the wrong color for that part of our suit. Yeah, no, that's going to happen on my streams. You will take psychic damage when it comes to break time. When I take some breaks here, because you will be aggressively and unapologetically assaulted from your childhood. And then her knee, we'll leave that the same color here, that's there. Chili dogs for dinner? Who do you think you are, Sonic the Hedgehog? He likes chili dogs. He was played by Jaleel White, the Urkel kid. Back when it was a TV show. I'm sorry, but that Tamagotchi is dead. It's probably suffering from battery rot at this point. Okay, gotta go fast with Sonic X, and that was in the 2000s. We're talking about I'm Waiting and the Robotnik era. of Sonic the Hedgehog. Man, Saturday Morning AM was a decently made series. Decently competently made series. And her blast is green. Some good writing behind that Saturday Morning AM cartoon. And don't think I don't know or have forgotten about The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog with Dr. Anvil Robotnik, the more slapstick version of it. Wow, there is not much between those two samurai, is there? What the hell is... Okay, let's turn the lines off and the colors off and... Yeah, what the... I mean, is that just supposed to be the... What is that supposed to be back there? I mean, that's... Oh, that's the Pokemon Y box I have. That's what... Okay. Beetlejuice Addams Family, oddly the Mask animated series. Yeah, No, it was the Ace Ventura cartoon that Jim Carrey voiced Ace. For the Mask cartoon, it was Rob Paulson doing both Stanley Ipkiss and the Mask. And then there's a big Metroid amiibo right here. Okay, I have a weird idea for the amiibo Metroid. Let's go ahead and make its own layer. Metroid. Alright, amiibo, first off. Let's get this little pink membraney thing in there. Yep, they did have that. That was a thing on Sci-Fi. Saturday Morning Anime. They also had a Monday Night Anime too, if I remember correctly. Even though we're not going to be able to see that blob, we're just putting it there anyway. Then let's get some green in here. That's not what I want. No. Yes, but not that size. And now on this layer, let's go up here to blue. We're just gonna go. But wait, Striker, what are you doing? That's gonna look. That's gonna make it look like the poop. Is it gonna make it look like the poop? Is it gonna look like the poop? Kind of, but no. Lensman. Okay, let's see. Saturday Morning Anime, Lensman. The Highlander. Oh yeah, I mean they tried to make a cartoon out of everything back then. Highlander. RoboCop, Conan the Barbarian had a cartoon. So yeah, no, they try to market everything to kids. Alien, Predator, they had toys. I don't think a cartoon. They didn't have a cartoon, but they had toys. They had toys because my friend was a big Alien fan. Had a lot of those toys. Oh, wrong layer, wrong layer. Thank you, me. No, but I do want to put this on the Metroid layer. So let's turn the Metroid layer back up. What do we have that at? Oh, well. 30, okay. So we'll we'll experiment about between 30 and 40. Because that's that like tube here, clear plastic tube. Right, turn that down to 40. There we go. Alright, Metroid's kind of numbing down on that thing. On this kind of like silver platter there. The test tube it is from. Alright, now I got the other M amiibo here. Let's go ahead. That little darker red. Oh, wrong layer. Right layer. And that is a lot of blue on whites. Not Other M. No, Dread. Wow, I never played Other M. I don't want to think about Other M. Not many Metroid fans want to think about Other M. Such an assassination for the character. Alright, we're gonna start off with this like light blue color here, I think. And then her gun, we'll just grab the same green, but we'll cycle it down to that turquoise a little bit. Grab this, zoom in a little bit here because it's like that hand is on it kind of thing, so we'll do that. Yeah, I think you can put a hand dividing line between before Pokemon came out and then after for the cartoons era. I mean, okay, are we talking about like it's... Well, regulations also changed a lot too, going from the 80s to the 90s as far as what cartoons could be made for, what could be in them, and who they and how they're directed at kids. Which is why you'll find like a lot of cartoons in that golden age of the 90s, you know, you find a lot of morale learning and things like that in those cartoons. Because you needed to teach the kids, you needed the morale lesson. Like, the Animaniacs straight up made fun of it with the Wheel of Morality. At the end of the episode, oh, it's that time again, then Wacko and Doc off, not the Wheel of Morality. I hate the Wheel of Morality. The lessons don't make any sense. Who thought of this dumb idea? The censors at the Fox Kids Network. And of course, oh, they love the Wheel of Morality. It's their favorite part of the show. So, you know, they just kind of go on and spin it. Wheel of Morality, you know. Oh, hang on a second. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us a lesson that we should learn. And of course, the lessons. The lessons are amazing, you know? Oh yeah, the Wheel of Morality, yeah. Again, all right. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lessons that we should learn. Moral number 40. And the moral number 1. And the moral of today's story is, vote early and vote often. Well, there you go, kids. There's the moral. You know, and you know what? That actually makes pretty good sense right there. Because we are at the end of our episode for today. Nothing was scarred. Yeah. Well, nothing was sacred for the Animaniacs. No, nothing was. But yeah, how fitting that we were talking about the Wheel of Morality at the end of the Animaniacs episode, at the end of our episode here. We made a little bit of progress on the loading screen. We finished out the consoles. We got the Sega consoles. We got the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the Valve Index. Even got the Virtual Boy. Start on the Amiibos, and then we got some of the TV show DVDs. Let's go ahead and turn those lines back on because that looks yuck. Lines, there we go. There we go. Okay, okay. That looks better now. That looks better now. Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good down there. Let's go ahead and just save one more time. And then I'm going to take us up to the art screen right there. So, again, guys, thanks for joining me. This is yet to be determined art stream. I still don't know what I'm going to name it yet. We'll boardroom it someday. We'll workshop it someday. I will be back again tomorrow for more Breath of the Wild on System Saturdays. You guys have a good rest of your evening. And, come on back later on for Vulcan Friends. Maybe they'll be doing some more farming. Who knows? But you guys enjoy the rest of the evening, and I'll catch you later.